In this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden, the Ten Tails destroys the landscape with a cataclysmic attack of epic proportions, and Kakashi and Obito begin their battle of philosophies. But first, a word from our sponsors. My 4X razor has 4 high-quality stainless steel blades, and you can have this bad motherfucker shipped right to your door. Cut ties with traditional razor blades, and sign up for Dollar Shave Club. Remember guys, you can check out a link for that in the description box below if you feel like being a lazy asshole. It's dollarshaveclub.com/SKG. Shave time, shave money, razor pun. Feeling achy and weary on the battlefield? Then get Kurama's Chakra. Yes, Kurama's Chakra will prevent all forms of attack from massive, weird, fiery beasts such as Susanoo, random flying shuriken, and any other sort of weird shit getting in your way. Kurama's Chakra! Available at Kmart. Hashirama Madara backstory is finally over and we can get to the battle at hand against the Ten Tails, who is going through some massive changes this week. Before, he was just skinny and gangly, "Ooh, I'm the Ten Tails!" And then suddenly he goes through a transformation and he's all like, "Hey, have you guys seen my beach ball? It's, this big!" What I love most about this scene is it performs this attack which is known as a Cataclysm, where it essentially just summons all of these lightning bolts and tornadoes, which completely just rape the landscape, okay? And this is one of these scenes where I think it was actually better done in the anime version, but only because it looked really awesome in the manga version, but when you see it in motion here, you really get to see how destructive it is. A scene, however, that I thought was better in the manga version is when Madara realizes that Hashirama is coming to the battlefield. Madara basically gets a hard-on for the fact that his buddy's coming back and he's going to get to fight against him again. But in the manga version, his face was so much more menacing looking, it was way more detailed, and even in the intro of the show, Madara does that same face, and you can clearly see him saying Hashirama, and it just didn't look that great in the anime version. I mean, you could definitely tell that he was getting excited, but it just looked so much better in the manga and even in the intro. But, I guess it's a little bit of give and take. But what's also cool about this week's episode is that Obito and Kakashi are finally getting ready to fight. And is it like National Kakashi Week? Because he was a big character in the manga this week, and he happens to be a big character in the anime. And one thing that the anime viewers will find out this week is that Rin was actually the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails, the big frickin' Anguirus turtle. And before, in the manga version, they had this scene where they basically just mentioned that the Hidden Mist Ninja captured her. They put the Three Tails in her to use her as a secret weapon, that so when she went back to Konoha, she was just going to destroy the village in a massive rampage. And they just sort of hinted that Kakashi saved her, and then she eventually got in the way of his attack, and he accidentally killed her. Now, in this episode, they add this whole scene where Kakashi and his ninja dogs actually go to the Hidden Mist hideout, and they find Rin, who's all tied up. And it really doesn't add too much, but it is nice to see all of the ninja dogs again, especially Pakun, because I haven't seen him in a long time, and he's a talking ninja pug. That's awesome. One of the more effective scenes this week is actually how the flashback is triggered, where Obito actually walks directly into Kakashi's Raikiri attack and just takes it dead on. And he's also using this for a metaphor to demonstrate the fact that he has no heart, and he tries to sway Kakashi with the fact that if he goes with him to his Genjutsu world, he can have Rin back, he can have his ideal version of Obito, and even tries to use like these younger Genjutsu versions of him, but Kakashi just knocks them away. And that pretty much is the end of the episode, except that they do get to tease that the Ten Tails is getting ready to unleash a massive attack as it's getting ready to puke up some weird-looking flower thing. But that's the end of this week's episode. So what's the rundown on this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden? It was pretty good. It was sort of all over the place, but it definitely had some cool moments, especially when the Ten Tails was going crazy and destroying all of the landscape. There was a really short skirmish between Obito and Naruto at the very beginning of the episode, which was okay, and it was basically just them discussing philosophy again, and I actually like how that tied into the conversation with Kakashi and Obito, because Kakashi is just sort of seeing like, Obito, you want Naruto to tell you that you fucked up. You sort of like want to be told by your old self that you've been messing up this whole time, and that's because there's still like a little bit of good in you. But Obito is still trying to pull the whole Darth Vader thing, and he's still trying to go through his entire Genjutsu plan, and he wants to be the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, which is some pretty damn big news right there. Otherwise, the whole filler scene, I didn't mind it that much, but it didn't really expand on anything too much. They could have just simply said Kakashi saved her from the hideout because they were trying to let her escape. They wanted her to get out of there. So you knew there was going to be no tension in the fact that Kakashi was going to go in there and get her out, but whatever. It was cool to see the ninja dogs again. They're awesome. Otherwise, the animation, the artwork, it was okay. The voice acting, Obito's voice actor, who's also the voice actor of Knuckle from Hunter x Hunter, is great. I just love him. The dude's got a lot of style, and he fits the older version of Obito absolutely perfectly. Otherwise, a lot of cool standout scenes. Sakura was actually pretty cool this week when she started to heal Naruto. It was really awesome how Naruto was using his chakra cloak to control all the tails when they were throwing all the attacks at them and knocking everything away. But it looks like next week's episode is going to be significantly more impressive. It looks like the production value is going to be up a little bit more, and that's a good thing. So make sure and check it out next week. Otherwise, this was just sort of an okay episode, but I really enjoyed it. And there were only a few bad things. There was a little bit of filler in there, and some of the artwork was a little wonky. But otherwise, we're back to the canon storyline, and that's awesome. So, 8 out of 10. Check it out, guys. Great stuff. Thank you guys for watching my review today. Before you leave, make sure and hit that like button so you can give this video a thumbs up. And please tell me what you thought about this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden. Did you guys have any favorite fight scenes or action scenes this week? And what do you want to see from the future of the series? And what do you want to see from that brand new movie that they're being very vague about? By the way, they actually just released some new character art, I believe, of Shikamaru and Sakura. And just like Naruto, they look a little bit older, and I'm not really sure where they're going with that. But that's a topic for another video. Remember, guys, you can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and you can also check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. I will put links for those in the description box below.
Do you like Amazon.com? I know I do. Corey and I now have an Amazon link in our video description box below. And if you go to it and buy anything through Amazon.com, it will support our channel. So bookmark that link, make it happen, and support our channel without having to do a damn thing.
Another great way you guys can help support our channel is by donating directly through our PayPal link in the description box below. We recommend $2 a month, although this is completely optional. But the best way to go about this is by sneaking into your mom's room and taking $2. This way, she won't even notice. And we won't have to shake you up for all of your lunch money. So guys, that concludes this review today. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.